I'm Coach Daniel J. Krzyzanowicz, head coach of men's soccer. This week we brought with us Chase and Jacob.
I'm Jacob. I'm a sophomore. I play midfield.
I'm Chase. I play midfield, and I'm a junior.
Yeah, no, I think, this past weekend, look, once you're 5 weeks into conference play, it's going to be a battle. So we knew. Berks, I think you get a couple Penn State schools battling each other. There's always a little bit of pride on the line. And, we knew they had a kid that we've battled with for 3 years now up top who was a handful. And he was a handful in the game. He was dangerous. I thought we game planned well for him, but he was a guy that I think we gave him a couple moments, and he was able to live in those moments and create a couple goals and be dangerous. So, we've got to be better in the future against opponents like that. And but yeah, I thought, to be honest, in watching them, I thought that was one of the probably better games that they'd played the entire season. And it's funny because I know at the time you'd commented on. The more successful you are during conference play, I think the better play you get from people. Yeah. And I think I'm starting to see some of that they're seeing we've had a bit of success early on. And, I think people are bringing their A game. And I think that gets magnified by any conference in the country. Like, everything gets a little bit, a little bit bigger in terms of the battle and the fight. And I think we're seeing that now. I think you're seeing that in men's soccer and the NIAC all over where there's a lot of one-goal games, a lot of dog fights, a lot of close contests, and I think there's a lot of parity in the league. So, I think the Berks game was just another example of, they're not a bad team by any means, and I thought they played really well on the day, and I thought we were fortunate to get an equalizer and then get the overtime winner.
Yeah, I think we have to believe in each other, and that's kind of what it comes down to. If we believe in each other, then we'll be able to find a way to score a goal, score another goal, and get the win. That's kind of what happened in Berks. We didn't really stop pushing. We knew we could, drive at them and get offensive chances, and that's what happened. And at the end of the game, Hayden was able to get around the end. And lucky for us, the defender put the ball in the back of the net. But a goal's a goal. We weren't really complaining at that point. So yeah, we just have to believe in each other and keep pushing.
I know for me, we're a bunch of brothers, and we show that throughout the season. We go down a goal, it's not the end of the world. We're going to come back, and we're going to come at you, and we're going to try to score again. The first goal they scored was an absolute great hit. The kid hit it on a rope off the post and in, and then we were down at halftime, and Coach talked to us, got us going a little bit, and I think we finally came together in the second half and was like, we have to win this game to get 5-0 out of here. And Hayden, like Grant Weiss said, Hayden drove down and put a ball across, and the kid, fortunately, scored an own goal, and we won the game. So just to go back, we're just a bunch of brothers, and we'll fight till the end, till the final whistle.
I think, to wrap up the Berks thing, the other note that I had with that is that, I talked to the team a lot afterwards about, perseverance. Great teams find a way to persevere and win games, even when it's not a pretty fashion. And I thought that, when you're talking about, we were down 1-0, we got an equalizer, and then we went down 2-1, and then we got the equalizer, and then got the overtime win. So sometimes the wins aren't going to be pretty, but I think you have to persevere, and you have to have belief, like the guys mentioned. And I thought at halftime I was still confident. I was trying to get the guys motivated, gave them a little positive speech and
positive reinforcement.
Try to get them going a little bit. Keenan was a little hot. I had to calm him down a bit, but I felt
Not
like
Keenan, man.
Overall, it was good. But I thought the guys showed a lot of perseverance, a lot of heart, a lot of character. It's tough in this sport to be down twice. Especially you get the equalizer and then you go down again. It's tough. You're digging yourself a hole, and I thought the guys showed great perseverance, great character, and great fight. Going forward in the NIAC, I've been saying it all year since the preseason. I think these are good teams. I think Morrisville State has some excellent, dynamic, attacking players. And then you look at Casanova, I think they've got two of the top 3 scorers in the league right now, and maybe the number one scoring offense. So we're playing two teams that can put the ball in the back of the net this weekend. So I think the North is strong. You're not seeing a lot of shutouts in the North games. You're seeing a lot of the 3-2s, 2-1s. So these teams can score goals. And I think they're, like I mentioned to you before, they're well-coached sides. Morrisville State this year's got a new coach, Jeff, and he was on staff at Oneonta, I think, the last 10
yeah.
years and was in the NCAA tournament 7-8 times. So he's used to being in a winning environment, winning culture. I'm sure he's, transforming that and bringing that to Morrisville. And, Casanova this year's got a lot of international players. And, I think they're trying to play really good football and be really organized. And, I think they're doing a really nice job. So I think the North teams are strong. I mean, SUNY Poly, coached by Pete Jerome, they're a good team. And Pete, probably of all the coaches in the conference, maybe might have been the best player. He was, I think, a regional All-American at Ohio State and first team All-Big Ten player. So big-time player, and he's had some success. I mean, he's taken, I think, 3 teams to the NCAA tournament, and so it's tough. And Coble Skills, I think, very athletic, very dynamic, dangerous team. So a lot of those games, when you look at Poly at 5-0, I think 3 or 4 of their games were 1-goal wins.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think that takes anything away from them. I think they're very good. I just think the other teams are strong teams, and you've got to be prepared. I mean, you really, it's cliche, but you have to take it game by game and be prepared, which, this weekend creates a dilemma because game by game is, okay, you play Saturday, how much time? You got to turn around and play Sunday, and you're on the road. So I think this is going to be a challenging weekend, but I think we've had a really good week of training thus far, and I think we're very prepared. The guys have really, I think, bought into the things we've asked them to do in training this week, and now it's just got to come out and execute on match day.
It's definitely a lot on us, but like I've said before, we're a bunch of brothers and we have to fight. We have one goal, and our goal is NEAC champions. We want to get to the big dance. So to get there, if we got to play back-to-backs, it's just what we got to do. Coach gives us great preparation. I mean, he works his butt off behind the scenes, and that allows us to be us and show our talent on the field. So just for us, stretching, rolling, and just the big important parts that a lot of people don't see, that's going to be huge for this weekend for us. After the game on Saturday, we play 24 hours later. So we got to make sure our guys are hydrated, eat right, sleep well, and then just roll out and stretch and be ready to go for Sunday.
I agree with Chase. I think this week was kind of nice for us to be able to recover after having such a big week last week, so many games and back-to-back games as well last week. I think it's been good for the people who get a lot of minutes just to be able to recover a little bit, get some time off, heal the body, and we're going to be ready for Saturday and Sunday. Saturday first, obviously. We'll focus on winning Saturday, and then we'll be ready for Sunday.
Last year, think about it, we started off 13-0, and we go down to CNU, and we were in a dogfight down there, and unfortunately lost. For me, I like to be the top dog because it's people are playing at you and coming at you, and it's just, we beat you, we show why we are the top dogs and why we are where we should be. So I feel like we're ready, and I feel like we are where we should be. And going forward, I know we're going to keep working hard and keep pushing forward.
I agree. Definitely moving from this CAC to NEAC puts a target on our backs. And obviously we're 5-0, so we have an even bigger target. But I think we're good enough to keep rolling and not lose a game in the NEAC hopefully, and then make it all the way to the NCAAs. So we just have to make sure that we don't let it get to our heads, and stay kind of how we are right now and just keep pushing.
Overall, I think with the NEAC, I don't look at us right now as the favorite. I don't look at to me, what I look at is there's still 6 matches left.
Yeah.
We've got to go one at a time because starting out 5-0 means nothing if you finish 5-6. And we're playing 6 teams that are capable of beating us on a given day, and I think we're capable of beating them as well. So we've got to just keep. I don't look at all those things and who's where. I just think one game at a time. We're playing good teams, so I don't see it I guess for players it's different. For coaches, it's whether it's CAC, whether it's any AC conference games, whether it's a non-conference game, we're going to prepare the same. We're going to get ready the same. We're going to come out there and put forth our best effort. Whether we're playing LVC in a non-conference, Quinn at Mercy in a non-conference, Berks in a we've got to take it a match at a time. And, this team, to its credit, we've had a lot of versatility. I think we're built to play night. I think we're fine to play. This is going to be our 4th back-to-back of the year. And we've got another one coming up in a couple weeks. And, our ultimate goal is to play another one after that in a conference semifinal and final. So you have to build yourself to play the back-to-backs. And I think our style lends ourselves a bit to that. Now, it's always harder to do it on the road. But ultimately, I've been blessed in my career to see the NCAA tournament a couple times. And those are back-to-backs.
Yeah.
So you've got to build a team, to play back-to-back. And that's what it's about. And this team, I think we have the depth, and I think, we've got a lot of versatility within our lineup, and we're able to do some things when we need to go a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. Like, guys can keep it a little bit more. We kind of have a nice assortment of players to be able to, change the game, even from the bench, and to be able to change styles and adjust to certain things going on within the game, take what the game's giving us and, make adjustments. So right now, I feel we're in a good place, but you can't ever be complacent. You've got to get after it one game at a time. And like I said, I think we got two good opponents this weekend, and they're not going to make it easy. Making a 4.5-hour trip and, playing in New York, and, it's going to be tough. It's their home field, their home crowds, their regular officials. So luckily I've coached a couple games in New York in the past. I had a few seasons, a couple matches here and there, so I've been to both places. But I think it'll be good competition. I think the rest of the way it's going to get real interesting all the way through. Look, I said it week 1, and it could come true that you might decide spots 1 through 6 that last weekend when every team is playing a double, and it looks like a lot of those games are going to have a big input on the playoff race. So it's, right now it's one game at a time. It's not about our previous record or whatnot. We got to go forward, look forward.
I just want to say something to Aaron Cummings. I really do hope you get back here soon and get back to full strength. You ever need anything, let me know. I went through the same injury you did, and just all prayers to you, buddy.
It's awesome because I got a message from Aaron, and he's in great spirits, great hopes, and very optimistic about his return, and he feels great. So we're excited to get Aaron back and get him back on the pitch, and he's obviously an outstanding player. My last thing is always hopefully this week my kids enjoyed the show, because one of them complains how boring it is. We try to introduce some laughs this week. Having Chase on helps. But I just want to say, love you, Justice. Love you, Leah. Love you, Amelia Rose. Love you, Jemiah. And thanks for watching.
That's awesome. We'll talk about a trip to New York next week.